Focus on what you can control. One of the most powerful lessons from Stoic philosophy is this: we can't control everything that happens to us, but we can always control how we respond. Most of us, without realizing it, spend huge amounts of time and emotional energy worrying about things that are completely outside our influence. We stress over the weather, the economy, other people's opinions, or even traffic on the way to work. But no matter how much we think about these things, they remain unchanged. The Stoics taught that our peace of mind comes from a simple but life-changing habit: focus only on what is within your control, and release the rest. Think about it like this: imagine your mind as a storage space. If you keep filling it with things you can't change, there's no room left for the things you can. By choosing to direct your attention toward your actions, your choices, and your mindset, reclaim your energy and put it where it actually makes a difference. Let's break it down. What you can control: your daily habits, your thoughts and beliefs, how you treat other people, the effort you put into your work or goals, the way you react to challenges. What you can't control: other people's behavior or opinions, unexpected events or accidents. The past, the fact that change is constant. When you stop trying to control the uncontrollable, you feel lighter. Your mind is less cluttered with frustration, and you become more effective in the areas where your choices matter. A practical exercise you can start today is called the circle of control. Draw a circle on paper and write inside it all the things you can control. Outside the circle, list all the things you can't. Anytime you catch yourself feeling stressed, ask, is this inside my circle? If the answer is no, let it go. This mindset doesn't mean you stop caring about the world. In fact, it makes you more capable of helping. If you're not drained by fighting battles you can't win, you have more energy for the ones you can. The great Stoic philosopher Epictetus put it simply: some things are in our control and others not. If you think you can control what you cannot, you will suffer. When you truly internalize this idea, life feels different. A rude comment doesn't shake you. A delay doesn't ruin your day. You become less reactive, more centered, and more intentional. So starting today, take back your power. Keep your focus where it belongs, on your own actions, your own growth, and your own character. Everything else, let it pass like clouds in the sky. Because the truth is, your happiness depends far more on your mindset than on any external condition. And the best news, that mindset is always within your control point too. Practice daily gratitude. If there's one habit that can shift your mood, your perspective, and even your overall happiness almost instantly, it's gratitude. The Stoics understood this deeply. While they didn't use the exact modern term gratitude journal, they practiced something very similar: regularly reflecting on what they already had instead of constantly chasing what they didn't. You see, the human brain is wired to notice problems and threats. It's part of our survival instinct. That's useful when we're avoiding danger, but in everyday life, it means we often overlook the countless good things already present. Gratitude is the practice of training your mind to notice those good things and to actually feel the benefit of them. One simple way to start is by listing 3 things you're thankful for each morning or evening. This could be as grand as having a loving family or as small as enjoying a warm cup of tea. The key is sincerity. You're not just ticking boxes, you're pausing for a moment to truly appreciate them. Here's how it works. Morning gratitude. When you wake up, before checking your phone or rushing into the day, think of 3 things you're grateful for. This sets your mental tone for the day. You're telling your brain, I already have reasons to feel good. Evening gratitude. Before you go to bed, reflect on 3 moments or things from your day that you appreciated. This could be a conversation, a kind gesture, or even just the fact that you made it through a challenging moment. Over time, this habit changes your internal focus. You start to see opportunities and beauty in everyday life that you might have overlooked before. The Stoic philosopher Seneca wrote, "Nothing is more honorable than a grateful heart." Gratitude doesn't mean pretending that everything is perfect. It doesn't mean ignoring difficulty. It means choosing to notice what's good despite the difficulty. And that's where its real power lies. It strengthens your resilience. Think about it. When you focus only on what's missing, you feel lack, frustration, and impatience. But when you focus on what's already here, you feel abundance, contentment, and motivation. A practical tip: keep a small notebook by your bed. Write your 3 points down every day. After a few weeks, you'll have pages filled with reminders of how much there is to appreciate. On hard days, flipping through them can be like opening a treasure chest of positivity. And here's a little bonus: gratitude is contagious. When you express it to others, it uplifts them, strengthens relationships, and inspires them to do the same. So starting tonight, or tomorrow morning, pause for just a few minutes. Ask yourself, what's good in my life right now? Then write it down. The more you practice this, the more you realize happiness isn't about having everything, it's about appreciating what you already have. 3. Accept life's imperfections. You've ever waited for the perfect moment to start something, the perfect time to launch a business, to travel, or to change your life? You've probably noticed something. That moment never really comes. That's because perfection is an illusion. Life is naturally full of imperfections, unexpected turns, mistakes, and incomplete plans. The Stoics understood this and embraced it. They knew that fighting reality was a losing battle, but accepting it, that's where peace begins. That we live in a world that constantly tells us to aim for flawless results, flawless careers, flawless relationships, flawless appearances. But here's the truth. The most meaningful moments often come from the things that didn't go according to plan. Think about your favorite memories. Chances are they're not perfect movie scenes, they're moments filled with laughter over small mistakes, unexpected adventures, or even challenges that taught you something valuable. The Stoics believed in living according to nature, and nature itself is full of imperfections. Trees don't grow in perfect symmetry, rocks are weathered and uneven, yet we find beauty in these natural shapes. Why should our lives be any different? This acceptance doesn't mean you stop improving, or stop caring. It simply means you don't attach your happiness to things being flawless. You can still aim for excellence without demanding perfection. One practical exercise to embrace this idea comes from the Japanese concept of wabi-sabi, which celebrates beauty in imperfection. Next time something doesn't go as planned, maybe you spill your coffee, make a typo, or face a delay, instead of getting frustrated, take a moment to see it as part of the bigger picture. Ask yourself, will this matter in a year? Or can I choose to smile about it now? Perfectionism can be a hidden thief of joy. It can keep you from starting projects because you're afraid they won't turn out flawlessly. It can make you judge yourself too harshly. By contrast, acceptance frees you. It allows you to begin to experiment, to learn. The Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "Accept the things to which fate binds you, and love the people with whom fate brings you together, but do so with all your heart." This is a call to embrace reality as it is, not as we imagine it should be. When you release the need for perfection, you start to notice the beauty in the present. A crooked smile, a half-finished conversation, a rainy day that changes your plans. These are not flaws to fix. They're threads in the fabric of a full, authentic life. So, from now on, stop waiting for the perfect moment. Instead, step forward with what you have, where you are, and who you are. The imperfect present is more than enough to create joy, growth, and unforgettable memories. 4. Live in the present moment. If you think about it, life only ever happens in one place, right here, right now. The past is a memory, the future is an idea. The only time you can actually live, act, and make choices is this very moment. And yet, most of us spend so much of our mental energy anywhere but here. We replay past mistakes, wishing we could change. Then we imagine future problems, feeling anxiety about things that haven't even happened yet. In the process, we miss what's unfolding in front of us. The Stoics were masters of living in the present. They knew that regret about the past is wasted energy, because the past is unchangeable. They also knew that worrying about the future doesn't actually prepare us. It often just robs us of peace today. Marcus Aurelius wrote in his Meditations, "Confine yourself to the present." This isn't a call to ignore the future entirely, or forget the lessons of the past. It's about recognizing that your power to act exists only in the present moment. The decisions you make now shape the future far more than any amount of worry ever could. Here's a simple way to test if you're truly present. The next time you're eating, notice if you're really tasting your food, or if your mind is somewhere else entirely. The next time you're in a conversation, ask yourself if you're truly listening or just waiting for your turn to speak. Mindfulness, a practice that's grown popular in recent years, is deeply aligned with Stoic thinking. It's the art of paying attention to the here and now without judgment. You can start small,